All right. Welcome everybody to the next edition of Around the Space Coast in 60-ish minutes. Everything Real Estate Edition. This is our first kickoff event for this virtual experience of 2021. So thank you so much for joining us live. We do awesome, amazing giveaways when you join us live. So we appreciate you being here. I also want to let everyone know on this event that we are recording. So this will be emailed out to all 3,000 of our email addresses in our database, as well as share it on social media. So if you'd like to do something distasteful, you can turn off your camera. And of course, always make sure that you are on mute if you're not someone that's speaking, so everyone on the call can have the most enjoyable experience. The final housekeeping item I just want to mention is if you could go ahead and to the top, I believe it's the right-hand side of your screen. If you hover over it, you can change how you view the event. If you click on speaker view, that's really going to be the best way to experience this. So that way, as the speakers are talking, you can see their presentation and their face up nice and big. So with that, we could not pull off a series like this without our series sponsor, who's Florida Power and Light Company. So I want to thank them very much for everything they've done over the past, well, always, but the past year in particular has been challenging, and they've really stepped up and come to the table with a lot of support so that we can continue promoting some of our smaller businesses and enjoy an event like this one. So with that, I have Bart Getchins with us. I'm going to have him say a couple of words and tee up a video presentation we have, and then we'll go from there. So Bart, if you'll unmute, welcome. Thank you so much for your sponsorship.
Well, thank you, Jen. And as always, thank you and the great staff you have for making this a better place in which to work and live. I just wanted to talk a little bit about value that FPL provides to the community and to our customers. When you think about reliability, hopefully you don't have to think about it very often because we're doing a good job with it. But we did recently win a very prestigious award for our continuing improvement in reliability and our overall reliability. And I wanted to talk to you a little bit about 3 takeaways. And today we're going to emphasize 30. And what do I mean by 30? Well, our rates are 30% below the national average. Our emissions, our cleanliness, our CO2 emissions, things like that, nitrous oxide, 30% below the national average and getting cleaner. And then when you look at solar, we're going to be installing 30 million solar panels by the year 2030. 30 million. That'll go around the earth a couple times. So if you want to look into it and join our program, please look at our Solar Together program. So now we're going to show you a quick commercial, and then I'll have one closing comment. So can you show the commercial, please?
There is always a better way, and we will always chase after it. We're building a cleaner energy future with millions of solar panels generating clean energy from our Florida sun. We have the world's largest battery storage facility. Soon, solar energy will never sleep. We've made the grid smarter and stronger, putting more of our neighborhood lines underground. And we're finding new ways to locate damage even while we're still experiencing the storm's effects. Because we see restoration happening faster and sooner. We're investing in energy that's not just the most reliable or the cleanest, but also the most affordable, with bills among the lowest in the nation. Because as we see it, the horizon is always moving, and to chase it is to deliver America's best energy value for you and for Florida.
Boy, that never gets old. But you know, you can see there's a lot of vision. This didn't happen by accident. So I credit our management with the vision of looking ahead and their great foresight. And again, I want to thank you all for everything that you do. We make this a great community because we support each other. Thank you for being our customers. And before I end, I'd like to say, God bless Geo and God bless all of you.
Thank you, Bart. Absolutely. The loss of Geo Roper, one of our longtime chamber board members and partners, has been heavy on our hearts since December. So thank you for mentioning him. And yeah, I was going to make the joke when the video ended. I think by the end of this year, you're going to have to put me on retainer at FPL because I'll be able to recite the video word for word. But with that said, thank you so much, Bart. And we do have a great lineup today as we kick off this new year with this virtual event. And the topic, of course, is real estate. The COVID-19 pandemic has affected so much of our economy in a negative fashion that it's actually nice to shine a light on a bright spot here on the Space Coast, and that is real estate. We'll hear from our segment sponsors in just a moment about how the market is doing and on a range of topics from residential, commercial, mortgages, title, and more. Our segment sponsors include Breon Heath, Realtor and Property Manager, E-Title Services, Maronda Homes, and Sperry Commercial. I'd also like to introduce our Master of Ceremonies today, if he'll just wave his hand. Rob Himmler, who is the Airport Communications, I think you're a manager now, for the Orlando Melbourne International Airport, and a great board member, might I add, for the Cocoa Beach Chamber of Commerce. So thank you, Rob. And before we get into the meat of our presentation, I would like to thank our Real Estate Edition sponsor, which is RE/MAX Elite. And I'd like to add, she's also my personal realtor, and the reason why I'm sitting in the house I'm in right now, Miss Karen Mann. She is a wealth of information and an all-around awesome lady. So I'm going to ask her to take it away, unmute, and I will manage her slides for her. Hi, Karen.
Hi, Jen. Thank you. Hello, my name's Karen Mann. I'm a realtor with RE/MAX Elite, as Jen said, and a member of the 321 Home Team. Happy to be sponsoring the Space Coast in 60 Minutes, Everything Real Estate Edition. Next slide, Jen. Another one. There we go. Okay, that's me. Okay, next slide. A little bit about myself. So I'm a Navy brat, and if anybody grew up in a Navy family or a military family, you know what that means. It means you moved a lot in most cases. I lived in 8 different places before I turned 16. My dad and my son are Navy, go Navy, and veterans hold a special place in my heart. I've been a resident of Satellite Beach since 1993, and both my kids went to Satellite High, go Scorps. And I have to mention, I have one grandson, which is why I'm a Kiki. Thank you for the promotion, Grant. And I've been in real estate since 2010, which was a very, very different market. Next slide. Okay, this is me pre-COVID, hanging out with my sellers, John and Brittany, really close, having a good old time at our closing. Next slide. That's me last week showing property. Okay, I don't really have to go to that extreme. Of course, my dog kicks in right about now. We have had to do a lot of COVID prep and things throughout this whole year. But it is interesting because COVID was a really good year this year. So my business partner and I, Michelle, we went to the R4 in Vegas, which is the RE/MAX convention last February, and we got a 360 camera, and my gosh, I use that all the time now. Who would have known it would have been that popular, but very helpful. Next slide, please. Here's our Brevard County stats for December 2020. Okay, the average sales price of the whole county is $270. That's up 8.9% year over year. Next slide. So this one is 15 days on the market is the average for December 2020, which is negative 50% over last year. So realtor.com defines days on the market as the number of days that a property have been listed on the MLS, which is the multiple listing service, until a seller has accepted an offer and signed a contract. Next slide, please. December 2020, these are all December 2020, 1,034 homes sold, which is plus 15.8% year over year. It's pretty impressive. It's just December. So we are 1.4 months inventory. Now, the National Association of Realtors defines months of inventory as the number of properties marked as active on the listing, as well as pending sales. Now, inventory is calculated monthly by taking into account of the number of active listings and pending listings on the last day of the month. So in December 2020, the month supply nationally was at a record low of 1.9 months, meaning if the sales continued at that pace, all the inventory would be depleted in 1.9 months. Ours was 1.4 months. That's negative 46.2% from last year. Crazy. Next slide, please. So this is just a snapshot of what I just went over, basically. So, we sold more homes with less inventory in 2020. So next slide, please. What's driving the prices up? There's two main reasons. Next slide. And I don't think there's any surprise here. It's low inventory and low interest rates. We've heard all about it. How low can you go? Doing the limbo there. I just looked at the rates today and they were about just under 3%, which is crazy low. I just can't even believe it. I was in the mortgage business back in the 80s and 10% was good. Now, if we're up past 4, we're all complaining. So it's an interesting situation, and they've been low for a long time. Now, I follow Mike Ferry. He's a real estate coach, and his 2021 predictions are that home prices will continue to rise because of supply and demand. Inventory challenges will continue, and interest rates will continue to be low. That's his predictions. I personally I have no idea. I would like to see more inventory as a realtor. Okay, so I am a Veterans Real Estate Benefits Network provider. If you know any veterans who could use some extra money after closing, send him or her my way. If you're a veteran, thank you for your service and let's talk. I also enjoy working first-time home buyers like Jen and Chris when they moved in way back in 2011, Jen. That's a long time ago.
That's a long time. She's great at dealing with husbands that have meltdowns. So you are a woman in the market for that.
I live in the Satellite Beach Canal home, so I understand waterfront property issues. I understand seawalls and docks, etc. Plus, I also have an older home. My home's 1970s. So I understand the issues that come up with older homes. I am a Children's Miracle Network agent. And so that's how much, 3.4 billion is how much they made annually last year. And Michelle and I went and actually checked out the hospital in Orlando in 2019. And it's amazing what they do, just amazing. So thank you so much for your time. One more slide. And if you ever need any assistance with your real estate needs, please let me know. And I am giving away, I'll show you what it looks like. You can have a lot of coffee or put your beer in here. So good luck, whoever wins this. It's a Yeti, and I hope you enjoy. And thank you so much. Back to you, Jen.
We love Yetis. Thank you, Karen. Awesome information. I think this is good news for all of us that are living here, working here, playing here. So thank you so much for your sponsorship. That said, I'm now going to segue into our host with the most, Rob Himmler from the Orlando Melbourne International Airport, and he uses this very fancy automatically generated tool that comes from the RSVP list for today to pick all of our winners that are here live. So I'm going to have him do that, and it's so accurate, in fact, and you can tell we're not cheating, that in events past we've actually picked people that are on the same team, things like that. So forgive us if that happens, but I am going to kick it over to Rob. Hi, Rob.
Awesome. Thanks, Jen. Yeah, it definitely makes for an awkward moment sometimes with the system that we use, but it's okay. But we already did draw the winner for the awesome Yeti, and congratulations to Clara Rodriguez. Congrats. Thanks for joining us. And put your information in the chat so that we can get that to you, and just to confirm that you're still with us. But we see a lot of faces that have joined us previously and new faces. So thanks for joining again if you've already been with us for Around the Space Coast in 60 minutes. And thanks to everyone who's joining us for the first time. This is meant to be fun, informative, and hopefully you can walk away with some cool giveaways. So yeah, want me to go right into it, Jen? We're good? All right. Well, again, it's no secret that the way we live and do business has changed significantly with the global pandemic that we're all still experiencing. However, as you can see, what we just heard from Karen, that one thing that hasn't changed is the desire to live and work on the Space Coast, and that impact to the real estate market here in Brevard County. It is booming, and despite the challenges presented by our new virtual reality that we're living in, the desire for both commercial and residential real estate in Brevard is stronger than ever, which is fantastic. So now I encourage you all, thanks for joining us. Sit back and enjoy Around the Space Coast in 60-ish, 60 plus minutes, the real estate edition. And let's get that chat going. It looks like people are putting their information in there. If you are in the market for a house or a commercial opportunity, please use it as an opportunity to introduce yourself to our wonderful segment sponsors today and fuel this discussion. So let's jump right into it with our first highlighted segment sponsor, which is eTitle Services. Here with us today is Michael Schneider. eTitle Services was launched in 2020. Although they're new to the scene, the core of their staff have been working together as a team in the industry for over a decade, and collectively, they have more than 100 years of experience in the title insurance and real estate closing industry in Florida, and most of it actually is in Brevard County. eTitle's daily operations are supervised by its president and CEO, Michael Schneider, a real estate attorney for over 20 years. And he has that over 20 years of experience handling real estate closings right here in Florida. So I am going to turn it right over to Michael. Are you there?
Yes.
There he is.
Good afternoon, everyone. You hearing me all right? Okay, so as Rob said, my name is Michael Schneider. I am the president and CEO of eTitle Services. Our company was formed in 2020, but we have the core group of the staff and management have been together at other title companies for about 10 years, a little longer than 10 years actually, and collectively we have over 100 years of experience in the title business. And as Rob said, I'm also a licensed attorney member of the Florida Bar. I specialize in real estate, and I've been handling closings in Florida for over 20 years. Since we have a wide spectrum of audience who's tuned in today and who will be watching this in posterity on the Chamber's website and other avenues, I thought the best use of my limited time would be to try to impart some practical knowledge to anyone who is expecting or having friends or family to be expected to be involved in a real estate closing in the near future. So here's some tips that I would impart to people. The first thing I would tell anyone who's planning on selling a home in Florida is to have a preliminary title search done on your property. And this can be done by any local title company. My office, we usually charge about $100, and we're happy to wait until the closing on the sale to be finished before in other words, we would collect the fee at closing. The reason why you want to have this done, I can tell you, it's like that old saying, over half the kids are above average, or all the kids in my town are above average. Well, I can tell you, some of you have title problems and you don't know it. So what happens, most people don't have a title search done, and then when they have a contract, that's the first time the title gets searched. And now most of them are fine, but there's a few, maybe 10 to 15% that have a little stuff that needs to be cleaned up. Sometimes it's stuff that's bigger stuff that needs to be cleaned up, and we just don't know until we look. So what you don't know, you don't know. So for about $100 that you're going to have to pay anyways, you can have that done at the beginning of the process. Once there's a contract, your buyer's going to spend money on inspections and appraisal. And if there's a title problem that can't be cured during that time period of the contract, then everybody's going to be upset and angry at you as the homeowner. The other thing I would tell you is you can and you should get a printout of your property's permit records with the county or the city. And this is a nominal cost. If you have any outstanding permits, for example, if you had your AC replaced, your roof replaced, most of the vendors that do that kind of work, the contractors, they will go ahead and as part of their fee is to get the permits pulled and cleaned up. But I can tell you in my business, we see them that are still open a lot of times, expired permits. It's not a huge problem to get them closed out, but your buyer is going to expect you to take care of that. And the more you can front load that in the process, the better it is. If you're planning on buying a home, and especially if you're getting a mortgage, you of course want to make sure you're ready with your loan approval, or to start the process. You want to get pre-approved. You want to work with an experienced mortgage professional You want to have all of your financial records ready to go, because under the standard real estate contract, you as the buyer have 5 days to submit your loan application. And we're all busy, we have jobs, and we all have our normal routine. And the standard contract requires you as the buyer to pursue the loan. If you are getting a mortgage, your contract's going to be contingent on loan approval. But if you as the buyer have a duty, good faith, diligent efforts, you have to make good faith, diligent efforts to obtain your loan, which means you have to submit the documents that the lender requires, your vital financial records and all that in a timely manner, and pay any application fees, appraisal fees in a timely manner. So you want to be prepared to do all those things. Now, a little bit about the actual closing process, something that is relatively new and was well timed to coincide with the COVID outbreak that no one foresaw, is Florida, as of January 1st, 2020, legalized what we call remote online notarization, which means basically notary over FaceTime. So that is another one of those trends that COVID didn't start, but it helped accelerate. So Florida, and this is not just for real estate closings. If you need a document notarized, you can find an online notary. Now, not just any notary can do this. You have to have a special designation as a Florida notary, Florida Remote Online Notary. But you can literally be anywhere in the world. We had a closing on Wednesday where the seller was in Japan, and he, for whatever reason, didn't get his documents back in FedEx to us for delivery by the closing date. And so we were able to get him online with a remote online notary. It was 10 o'clock in the morning Florida time, and the closing was 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and it was done instantaneously. It was great. Now, we can't do that on all transactions yet. It depends on the transaction, and I don't want to get too far down in the weeds. But that is really a neat thing, and I would encourage any of you, when next time you're bored on your computer, to go on YouTube and look at a video of remote online notarization, and it goes through the process. It's a pretty good. It shows you how it works. I predict that in the future, not only will we all be driving flying cars, but we will all be the remote online notarization will be the rule and not the exception, because it's a lot more secure than they make you go through security protocol that is a lot more secure than just walking in with a normal human and handing them your driver's license. Your driver's license has a lot of embedded computerized data in it, and this remote online notary system relies on that to verify confirm your identity. And identity theft is one of the biggest sources of claims in the title insurance business. So I predict that and losses to lenders as well. So I predict that in the future you're going to see more and more of this taking place. So just since we're running short on time, I thought I would hit a couple of other points. The main things that I would encourage people to do, that this is the biggest transaction of your life at any given point in time. I would encourage you to read the contract. Most people just, we got a lot of great realtors, and that's great, but you should take, ownership of it and read the contract yourself. The standard contract in Florida is a great roadmap of what to expect in the real estate sale and closing and purchase process. It's got a lot of good information on there, and I would encourage you to read it and take your time, and don't allow yourself to be rushed. Make sure you understand what you're getting involved in, ask questions. And then the other thing I would say is work with professionals. One of the things that happens whenever we get into a really hot market like this is people are tempted to try to sell their home on their own. And I would encourage you all to Google something called the Dunning-Kruger effect, which is a cognitive bias in human beings where we think we know more about a topic that we really don't. And that's one of the curses of the internet, is you can just Google anything and think that you're an expert all of a sudden. And let me burst your bubble. You're not, and neither am I in things that I don't specialize in. So I would encourage you to work with professionals. And if I encourage everybody selling or buying a home to work with a realtor. If you don't work with a realtor, you better sure have an attorney that you're working with. But this is the biggest transaction of your life at any given moment, and it's too big to do it alone. You really do need to work with a professional and hopefully a member of the Chamber of Commerce.
Yay, well said.
That
We
was
did
awesome.
we did have a question come in over the chat. Rob, I just want to make sure you saw that.
Yep, I did. It was from Fred. Our bridge loans, do they have the same preparation as for a mortgage?
I don't know the context of the question, but I'd be happy to take it offline if the gentleman or the other person wants to get in touch with me. It's just too broad of a topic to really speak on knowledgeably.
Okay. That was from one of our attendees, Fred Martin. So Fred, if you want to put your information in there, and we'll connect you with Michael. And Michael, I'm sorry you just discredited all of my Google degrees that I thought I had, but it's okay. Well,
Kruger.
So we do have, Michael was very generous, and I'm sort of rethinking this hosting gig. And being an attendee so I can win some of these, but it is a generous gift card from Total Wine and More, one of my favorites. And I did pick a winner, and it is Ellen Dorr. Did I say it right? There you are, Ellen. Congratulations. Please share your info in the chat so that we can get that to you. Thanks again, Michael. We appreciate it. That was awesome information. All right, we're going to move on to our second segment sponsor, which is Launch Credit Union. Launch Credit Union offers a variety of financial products and services to anyone who lives, works, or worships in Brevard or Volusia counties. First, we got a little video from them, so let's take a look.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Wise, the VP of Real Estate Business Development with Launch Credit Union.
Hi, I'm Tiffany Johnson. I'm the Senior Home Loan Specialist for Launch Credit Union.
It's a great time to still refinance or look to purchase your home. With all-time low rates still around and our low closing costs, why not give Launch Credit Union a call? We offer loans for purchases, refinances, with or without cash, second mortgages, and HELOCs. Not only are we in Brevard and Volusia counties, but we've now added Orange, Osceola, Seminole, and Flagler to our lending areas.
Jen and I wanted to share some first-time home buyer tips. The first tip is calculate your income and monthly debt obligations. The first step in your home buying journey is to determine and document your monthly income and debt payments. Having a thorough list of these obligations will provide a better idea of how much home you can afford.
Check your credit score. It's important to check your credit score before you apply for your first mortgage. Experts recommend that your score should be at least 680 to qualify for a first-time home loan. However, every situation is unique, and there's instances where you may be approved for a home loan with a score below 680. Currently, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion are offering free weekly reports through April 2021.
Do not open any accounts. Do not apply for any new credit in the months leading up to when you apply for your first mortgage. Applying for additional financing will reduce your length of credit history and also can increase your debt to income ratio if you spend on those credit lines you open up.
Find out how much you can afford. Calculating how much you can afford doesn't just pertain to your monthly mortgage payment. This also includes property taxes and homeowners insurance, along with repairs and maintenance costs. Some experts advise that your total housing payment, including fees, taxes, and insurances, should not be more than 35% of your gross pre-tax income, while other experts suggest your budget less than 25% of your gross income for housing payments. Launch Credit Union's mortgage calculator is an excellent tool to help you determine how much home you can afford. You can find this calculator on our website. Our friendly home loan specialists are also available to help you identify a payment and a term that will work for your unique situation.
Deciding on a down payment. While saving for a down payment can feel overwhelming and endless, it is necessary. Lenders are looking for a 20% down payment, but that's not always the case. The more down payment you have, the more benefits you'll see later, including lower upfront fees and lower monthly payment.
Using the Home Advantage Home Buying Center. This is a free program and benefit for Launch Credit Union members that assists first-time home buyers through the process from start to finish. When you use the Home Advantage Home Buying Center, you can search for a home using the most updated MLS listings. You can connect with a trusted real estate agent. You also earn cash rewards equal to 20% of your realtor's commission and so much more with this program.
For purchases, we have a down payment assistance program. This year, first-time homebuyers can get up to $7,500 in assistance. Community partners can get up to $10,000 in assistance. They also added a new category of community partners. If you are considered a COVID-19 essential worker, you are eligible for up to $10,000. Please call us for more information and to see if you qualify.
So we wanted to touch base again about the Home Advantage program. This is an excellent offer that we have for our members. This is where members can register to view homes for sale or recently sold homes. They can see school information, crime, and other important details of anywhere they're looking to move in the U.S. Once they're ready to sell or buy, they can sign up with a qualified full-time Home Advantage realtor and get back 20% of their realtor's commission in cash back incentives. And the beauty of all of this, it's a free program for our members.
Launch Credit Union offers investment loans for rental properties. We offer refinances as well as purchases. These loans are for investors that own one or more rental properties. We have special underwriters to look at your loan for an easy qualification process. Why choose Launch? We never sell our loans. We service all our loans in-house. We have no prepayment penalties. We have low closing costs and fast closings.
Finally, how to apply for one of our products at Launch. There are many ways you can apply for a mortgage loan with Launch. You can go to our website, you can call our mortgage line, or you can schedule an appointment and visit one of our local branches.
Hi.
Talk about some information. That was really cool. And I believe Victor is here from the credit union. Victor, is there anything you'd like to add?
I have to unmute.
Can't hear you, Victor. You got to unmute.
That was the first time that I saw that video, and it was pretty comprehensive. The only thing I can add is if you have any questions at all whatsoever, just visit us on launch.com or just give us a call. We're local, area code 321-455-9400. And we'll be able to sit down with you and just discuss at absolutely no pressure to see if we can assist you with your questions.
They're right across the street from the chamber office in Merritt Island too, so very conveniently located. And that was an awesome video. Just want to say thank you for that. I've never looked like that when I fall on my couch. So kudos to the video makers.
Thank you.
That's awesome. And we do have a giveaway generously donated by Launch Credit Union. And what is better from a credit union than cash? $50 Visa gift card. And we did draw it, and it is, don't want to butcher this name, but Steve Natch. So congratulations, Steve. If you are with us, you got to be present to win. So please confirm that you're with us in the chat. Alrighty. Well, thanks again to Launch Credit Union. And we are going to keep on moving along to our third segment sponsor, which is RLL Real Estate Group. They are a full-service real estate company located in Satellite Beach. They are proud to be veteran-owned and operated, and they have 18 agents covering all of Brevard County. And here with us today is actually Brianne. Brianne, are you there?
Hi, I am. Hello.
Hey there. All you.
Great. Hi, everybody. Some great information so far, and I'm glad that we've covered the stats, and now we've talked about why you need title services. We've talked about all the do's and don'ts before you go and open a loan. Let's talk about what we're looking for when we're out there. because there is such low inventory, there's kind of a scramble sometimes to get to houses. And it's really hard for first-time home buyers and those analytical thinkers, the ones that need to process, right? They need to research, they need to know, they have to have all the paperwork and all the things in order. They don't have time to do that sometimes. I went to a house last week. There were 3 people waiting to get in at my scheduled time when I got there. And when I was leaving the house, there were 3 more still sitting in their cars with their real estate agents just waiting to get in. How do you compete in that kind of market? How do you get into the house? And more importantly, how do you get them to accept your offer? So I wanted to show you some of the cool tools that I'm using to really save time in terms of what we're looking for. Because if you're spending your time behind the wheel driving around Brevard County, you're not going to see as much as you can maybe from the comfort of your own home or in a real estate person's office. So I'm going to share my screen here. Desktop, share, here we go. All right, can everyone see something that says Ocean Beach Boulevard? Great. So this is called a Matterport tour. It's old technology, believe it or not, something that was created, I think, in the late 80s. But they go in with a camera on a tripod and they take a 360-degree photo or video of every aspect of your house. What it produces is this really awesome view. So this is us standing in the front door of a property. So whenever I have something for sale, I'd be sure to do one of these for the sellers. And when I have buyers for a particular property, I make sure that we check out these first before we even step foot in. So what's great about this is you can take a look, and I'm going to spin it around here a little bit. See, there's the front door. So let's go over here into the den. We can look up at the ceiling fans. We can look down at the floors. We can even turn around to kind of get an idea of what room leads to where. When we go into the kitchen, if they leave the doors open, when they do these Matterport tours, you can actually go in and see every shelf. You can see take inventory of cans that are in there and, dirty clothes on the floor and everything else. So it's really important that you prepare a seller before something like this comes in. You'd be so surprised on what you can see in these things. So this is pretty cool, right? Now I can start to see some sliding glass doors there off the view. This is a condo in Cocoa Beach, Florida, not too far from Ron John's Surf Shop. Emerald Seas is the name of the building. This is what they call an open concept. If you watched any real estate show, whether it be reality or HGTV last year, you heard the word open concept. You could almost create drinking games out of it. I mean, everybody wanted it, right? Open concept, I want to see everything. I don't want any walls. But what's funny is now, after COVID, with so many people now working from home, kids home from school, virtual this, virtual that, not as many things open during the day or at night, we're all at home and there's no walls. So you'd be really surprised at the number of houses that we're starting to get where people are asking for those partitions, but we'll get to that in a sec. So here, living dining room kind of together. We can see we can throw some bar stools here. Great. Let's go on out here. And as you see, the doors just magically open for us. When you have something on the beach, you definitely want to be able to go out onto the balcony and take in your views. All right, so you can even go into the bedrooms. This is the master over here. Sometimes we're not allowed to say master now. Some people call it a primary. Great ocean view from the bed, right? That's us laying in bed, taking a look when we get up in the morning. And into the bathrooms and that sort of thing. All right, so that kind of gives you an idea of what happens there. You can also view a floor plan. This is an overhead view in case you get a little dizzy going from room to room and get an idea. Okay, I walked through the door, there's the den, here's the kitchen, right? There's that big room. Oh, the patio does kind of connect to the bedroom, great. And then even better yet, when you get into the 3D space and you're like, oh my goodness, if this were an empty house that you're maybe considering purchasing in, and you see this wall here, you're like, I wonder if my couch will fit. You can actually, oops, click the button to measure. Sorry, got a little excited there. You can actually click the button to measure and see how long a wall is or how tall a ceiling is. And you can change that from meters to feet. All right, and then another great tour, if people are relocating to the Space Coast and they're not really too familiar with things, I pretended with this one. Can you guys see the map? Great. So let's pretend for a second they work at Ron John Surf Shop and they're wondering how far this particular place is. I can go into Google Maps, map out where their major commutes would be from, grab this handy dandy little dude, stick them right in the plot point, and all right, so here's their place of work, right? Ron John Surf Shop. Now this is somebody that could be in Virginia, they could be in California, they could even just be in a hotel room right down the street, but they've never been here before. We can do the same thing that we did with the houses and slowly drive them or walk them to their place of business or to their home. I'm on the wrong side of the street here, but you guys get the general idea. Here I would be able to scroll around, show them if there's sidewalks or not, how we can walk or drive all the way home. When we get up closer to the community here, I'm going to go to the other side of the road. Bear with me. There we go. Now we're close. Now I can tell them, look, this community is gated. This is your building right here. This is the garage entrance. Everybody has their own opener. You can pull right in. This is your lobby, right? Plenty of open parking. Look at all those spots. Tennis courts are right there. Oh, check this out. Over here's the pool, et cetera, et cetera. You guys kind of get the idea. So that's one way that we can narrow down a long list of houses that somebody is interested in viewing and kind of virtually see it. You'll get a great idea of the floor plan and the space that you have in a space and in some items. You can get an idea of the condition, and you can very easily either cross that off your list or say, yes, this is the one I definitely want to spend my time seeing afternoon. This is really important now, especially with it getting dark so soon. You know, by 6 o'clock, it's pitch black. You know, nobody has any idea of what's going on in the neighborhood or how big the yard is. You know, the entrances, you can't see a darn thing. So that's something I wanted to show everybody, and it's a really cool tool. In terms of sellers, I know that there's low inventory, as everyone says, and part of the reason is they're afraid. You know, they want a new house, they're happy to sell at a high price and get the money, but where are they going to go? And so I think a part of that is why so many people are afraid to put their homes, particularly on the market. So anyway, I hope that that was a fun little tour for you. And if there's anything else that you guys have a question about, happy to answer them.
That was really cool. Talk about some awesome tools that are extremely useful in the world that we're living in today. Direct result of how incredible the real estate industry is doing right on our Space Coast here. Well, thank you, Brianne, so much. And thank you for your generous donation. Stick around with us because we have some Amazon gift cards coming up, starting with this one from Brianne. And we did pick a winner, and Emily Smith won. Emily, congratulations. Please put your info in the chat so that we can get that to you. The chamber and Brianne can work to get that to you. So congratulations. And thanks again, Brianne. We appreciate it. All right, so we're going to go to our fourth highlighted business today, which is Sperry Commercial Global Affiliates, Flint Brokers and Associates. Now, I would give you a little spiel about how awesome they are, but this video that you're about to see, I wouldn't be able to do it justice like this video is going to do. So check it out.
Sperry Commercial, Flint Brokers and Associates is part of a global commercial real estate group, and we're harnessing the latest technologies available in the industry today. All of our listings have their own website to host every aspect of our clients' offerings, which can include virtual 3D walkthroughs, complete with floor plans, that even allow a user to take their own measurements of anything within the property, photos and video, area demographics, full marketing brochures featuring all your selling points, and retailer maps that show the proximity of major anchors in your area. And if the listing is an income property, we also include our financial analysis, not only presenting the trailing 12 months, but forecasting potential cash flows using local area rates and improved efficiencies. We will share your offering across local, national, and global networks of affiliates and partners. We will ensure that it is featured on major commercial search engines like Total Commercial, LoopNet, and Crexi, in addition to the local MLS. We'll aggressively market your offering using email blasts to our vast network and across social media, and we'll participate in live video presentations regularly. Of course, we also use all the tried and true methods of marketing, including signage, direct mail, phone calls to prospects, owners with similar properties, and exchange buyers. And we conduct property tours whenever it's appropriate. We are a commercial real estate technology firm with a truly global reach. We know what the market demands and how to capture unseen value. We will use all of our significant resources available to focus on your offering's selling points. Give us a call today at Sperry Commercial, Flint Brokers and Associates, and let us put our modern approach to work for you.
Wonderful. And we actually have James Flint and Brant Baylock with us today, but first we're going to turn it over to James. Hey there, James.
Thanks, Rob. Appreciate it. Yeah, so what we wanted to talk about today, obviously, we put a lot of resources into our listings and we exclusively focus on commercial real estate. So what we wanted to talk to today was working with our referral partners. We take our referral partners very seriously, and we want people to know that we are going to treat your referrals well. Of course, we create exclusive websites for every property we list. We also put together detailed listing presentations, and for every property that we market. We are members of CCIM, which is pretty much the International Premier Commercial Real Estate Association. It takes years to get your CCIM designation. It took me 5 years actually, and only about 6% of the commercial brokers are actually had that CCIM designation. Brant is also a member of CCIM starting this year, so he is now starting down that road himself. We invest heavily in our real estate databases and listing services, and some of them are not even available to residential agents. So sometimes a residential agent may want to take over a commercial listing, but there's a lot of resources that they may not have. And what we want to do is be their referral partners. We are members of the local MLS, but we also have a national buyer and seller network with our association with CCIM and Sperry Commercial. We know property financials, and we'll create a marketing presentation to present the assets in their most favorable light. What we think is, the difference between residential real estate and commercial real estate is typically people buy a house for personal reasons. With business, for commercial listings, it's for financial reasons. And so that's the language that we speak. And really all of our referral partners have to do is just provide our names or give us a call and we can call them up ourselves. We often sign referral agreements, but we don't have to. We have some really great referral partners. Jason Landy with the Brown and Landy team, he's on the call. He's been a referral partner for years. He's in my leads group, and all he has to do is give our name. And if we close the listing, we're going to send him a check automatically. Actually, Tracy Dix, another Remax Aerospace agent, she just sent us a listing. We've got a great restaurant with a real estate available in Palm Bay, and that you can find on our website. If you want to know any more about us, feel free to check out our website, which is flintbrokers.com. I guess the last thing I wanted to talk about was a story from a commercial broker in Orlando. She didn't feel like she was able to serve the client as well, and the client was looking to talk with several different commercial brokers. So I was one of the calls he made, among others. And basically, this was just a referral from the agent. We had to compete for the business. We beat out all the established commercial brokers in town, and it was a heavy listing. We had to do a lot of work on it, but about 7 months later, this agent got a referral check from us for about $14,000. All she had to do was make a phone call. So by all means, we want to be your resources. If you have any questions about commercial real estate, give us a call, and we're happy to help in any way we can. We could take it over to Brant now.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much. And Brant, did you have anything you'd like to share as well?
Yes, I just wanted to touch upon a story, another referral story we did here. We were referred by an agent who had listed a certain property, a medical office, for 3.5 years. They were unable to sell it, introduced us to the buyer. And we were able to market that through our diverse buyers pool, the local MLS and the national global network that we're affiliated with. We had a showing within 5 days. We were able to get it under contract in 25 days, and we closed in 85 days. So this agent was sent a referral commission, and just a testament, they watched us and they follow us on our social networks, and they noticed that we are closing deals here in Brevard County, and they wanted to help their clients out and knew we would take care of them. So, and we love paying referral fees.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, we just had a closing this morning on the very same street.
Wow, that's awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's incredible what our county is doing, all of us together, really trying to keep our community growing. And in times like these, I think a lot of us are very lucky to live on the Space Coast. So thank you guys so much for joining us. And you too also generously provided a giveaway, which is another Amazon card, which, drum roll, goes to Tammy Watts. Tammy, all right, congratulations. Please confirm you're here with us in the chat. Anything else, James?
I would just suggest to Tammy to put her email address in the chat box so we can send it directly over to her.
Perfect. Sounds good. Well, thanks again. And we're going to keep on chugging along. Our fifth and final segment sponsor is Maronda Homes. Here with us today are Stephanie and Brooke, and they put together this wonderful video we're about to play that has lots of information. So let's take a look.
Okay. Hey everybody, it's Stephanie Snavely and Brooke Warner with Maronda Homes. We wanted to check in today, give you guys a sneak peek about some up and coming stuff that we're going to be working on and tell you a little bit more about the process with Maronda Homes.
All right, so we put together a presentation. We are extremely excited to be involved and around the Space Coast in 60 minutes, everything real estate. So thank you so much for allowing us this opportunity. Today, we're going to be going over basics on Maronda Homes, as well as focusing on the East Coast of Florida division. Community overview is going to consist of the lakes at St. Sebastian Preserve, as well as 2 coming soon communities, St. John's Preserve in Palm Bay and Twin Lakes in Malabar. We're going to briefly go over the home building process as well as preferred lender FBC mortgage. Why build with Maronda Homes? Maronda Homes has been a family-owned and operated builder since 1972 and is committed to building a high-quality, superior home at an affordable price. The variety in our floor plans and design options allow you to build the home of your dreams without having to pay the price of a custom builder. We offer superior new home construction through a combination of technology, consistency, and quality in our building process. And here's a brief overview showing why.
Maronda Homes. Dream, build, live. Quality with technology. We use virtual reality technology so you can view any model home anywhere in the world. Building single-family homes in Pennsylvania, Ohio, Kentucky, Georgia, and Florida, with over 45 communities across the state of Florida. We use special computer software to assist us in building quality components. Our unique process creates a seamless transition from product design to manufacturing to home site delivery and construction. The systems we use allows us to provide a consistent quality in our homes. Building components such as floors and walls are built with greater precision in the controlled environment of our production facility. Engineering blueprints are shared across all departments of manufacturing, which ensures each component will fit the selected home type as designed. Beautiful thoughtful design utilizing computerized practices constructed with quality controlled environment. This ensures your home has the best components we can deliver. This allows us to build your home with high quality standards. A home your family can enjoy for years to come.
And as it was mentioned, we do build in 5 states. Florida is one of our best markets, and here we'll be focusing on the east coast of Florida, which would be Titusville all the way down to Port St. Lucie. Our communities are listed here, as well as the 2 new communities we'll be talking about today. We also have scatter lot areas, which are always highlighted with this banner, as well as an on your lot or ours option now on the website, where if you own your own lot or wanted to build off-site, there's a whole program for you there. Our website is extremely interactive with these floor plan layouts that allow you to adjust the structural options that you might be interested in, as well as a full 360 tour of each of our floor plans. And today we're going to be focusing a lot on the growth of Southeast Palm Bay with St. John's Heritage Parkway and the new interchange as well off of, that's going to bring you straight down to Nico Road. Starting with the Lakes at St. Sebastian Preserve, this community was opened last year. We are a beautifully laid out community with 0.27 acre home sites, all backed up to water. This area is definitely a growing area, definitely considered one of Space Coast's hidden gems. We are the first of many new home communities to come to this area. And our floor plans start at 254.9 as a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, starting at 1,600 square feet, but we can go all the way up to a 6-bedroom home at 2,797 square feet. So definitely a good variety in our floor plans. Our homes are all built with high energy standards that are actually higher than Energy Star. Each community has a set list of included upgrades included in the base price, as well as our comprehensive warranties. That's a 1-year all over warranty, 2-year electrical plumbing, 10-year structural, and 30-year shingle. We are getting ready to release phase 3 at the Lakes at St. Sebastian Preserve. Those lots would be highlighted in gray, so that's going to be coming very soon. And we do have a featured inventory home, which would be the Harmony A. It's going to be completed August, September. Twin Lakes is going to be getting released next month. We are excited to announce that we'll be opening a new community in Brevard featuring 1.5 acre home sites in an ideal location. We are located east of 95, just minutes away from shopping and all of Brevard's most beautiful beaches. Here's the community layout that shows you the 1.5 acre home sites that we'll be offering, beautifully laid out community, as well as the homes being designed with your lifestyle in mind. We will be building with pools in this community, starting at $41,000 with intercoastal pools. If you're interested, you can definitely sign up on our website for Twin Lakes coming soon, and you'll be receiving VIP promotions starting next month. And Stephanie, the St. John's Preserve.
Thank you so much, Brooke. So Brooke highlighted the southeastern corner of Brevard County. I'm going to head a little bit northwest to the other side of St. John's Heritage Parkway. St. John's Preserve is now in the pre-sale phase. We are in Northwest Palm Bay, and we are the newest gated community in the area. We're really excited about it. We're going to be featuring not only the gate, but we will also have a community pool with cabanas for super sites. The location is absolutely ideal. Again, we are in Northwest Palm Bay, actually on St. John's Heritage Parkway. In fact, if tomorrow you drive up and down St. John's Heritage Parkway, this is going to be the only construction that you see, our brand new community. We're just north of Malabar Road. And we will be featuring over 600 home sites total, 620 to be exact, over 4 phases. We're currently pre-selling in phase 1, and we will have 120 lots total in the community. We'll also be joining 2 other builders. St. John's Preserve is starting at 239.9. We're starting at 1,443 square feet, and we're going all the way up to a base price of $339.9, and that's over 3,200 square feet. So there's lots of opportunity for everybody who's looking to be in a gated community on city water with sewer, with amenities. Our HOAs are super low, and there is absolutely no CDD in our community, which gives you some really great savings. Speaking of savings, all closing costs paid with our preferred lender, FBC. So that's not offered in all of our communities, but here in Palm Bay at St. John's Preserve, we are going to be offering those amazing incentives. The great thing about moving to St. John's Preserve is you're going to be able to take advantage of the excellent pricing in Palm Bay and the affordability that we have here, but you're only going to be 8 minutes from 192. So if you really wanted to be in Melbourne and thought maybe it was pushing the budget, I think that St. John's Preserve would be a really great opportunity. We are currently, again, pre-selling to our VIP members only. So I would certainly urge you to jump onto MarondaHomes.com and join our VIP list. You'll be able to take advantage of some really, really great incentives that I can't even share here. You got to join the list. You'll be able to see the first choice at home sites as well. And we're super excited for you to sign up, and we'd love to share this information with you.
Excellent. And Maronda does work with home sale contingencies. So if you are wanting to sell your current home in order to buy your new home, no worries there. We definitely work with you. If you purchase a new home with Maronda, we will take a home sale contingency and give you 30 days to list your current home. There's a little bit more details we can go over for anyone who's interested. And our preferred lender, we will always pay at least $4,000 of closing costs. But as Stephanie mentioned, some of our communities will actually pay all of your closing costs. They're a direct lender, extremely competitive, and you can get pre-qualified in just 24 hours with a simple online application. If you're interested in scheduling a showing, we do offer in-person and virtual appointments for either of these communities. And our contact information, you can reach Brooke Warner, myself, for the Lakes at St. Sebastian Preserve and Nico, or Twin Lakes coming soon to Malabar, as well as Stephanie will be handling all of the VIP appointments for St. John's Preserve. So there's our email address and phone numbers. So we wanted to thank you so much for having us join you as part of this segment on real estate. And for anyone who's in the market for a new home, we definitely hope you'll consider Maronda Homes for your next move.
Thank you so much, everybody, for allowing us to present.
That was awesome from our friends at Maronda. And we do have one last giveaway. I'm going to do this really quick because, Jen, we almost made it in 60 minutes. We're getting good at this.
So close. This is the best one we've done.
Our final giveaway, thank you everyone for joining us. Our final giveaway with an Amazon card from Maronda, it goes to Fred Martin. So
Yay!
Congratulations, Fred. And please reach out to either Maronda Homes or the Chamber to get that. One last time, huge thank you to all of our segment sponsors. Thank you to everyone who joined us in making this new event with the Chamber a success and supporting your hometown chamber. Back to you, Jen. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Rob. I appreciate you keeping it moving. This is definitely the most 60 minutes we've done, close to that time frame. So thank you so much. Thanks, Rob, for hosting. Thanks to FPL, of course, for being our series sponsor so that we can do these. Thank you, Karen Mann and Remax Elite 321 Home Team, our edition sponsor, and of course to all of you, the segment sponsors. Lastly, I will hope that you'll join us next Wednesday, or this upcoming Wednesday rather, February 3rd, for our virtual Wednesday Friends Day Business Unplugged. It's a great way to make some new connections, get some business generated. And also, of course, our next Around the Space Coast in 60 Minutes. Please mark your calendars for that. It'll be at 12 noon on February 26th. And we've just decided that our topic is going to be all things outdoors, because we're going to be heading into those first 2 weeks of March, which are so crucial for our outdoor tourism partners who really count on tourists for spring break. So with that, please mark your calendars. Thanks so much to everyone involved, and we hope you have an awesome day. And email us if you won something and you're not sure how to get it. We'll be happy to help. Have a good day.